Go for it. Greetings and welcome to episode number 1 of Historic Mail. One of the things I want to let you know on this is the element of surprise, because I don't even know what's in these letters. I haven't opened them yet, so it's just a matter of opening the letter and then seeing what's inside and sharing the letter and what it's about. So I am getting to see these letters as you do when you watch it in the video. Okay? So without further ado, the mailman, Donald Blomdahl, the retired mailman, Donald Blomdahl, is going to open up this letter. See who we've got for our episode number 1. That's why after I do record the video here, I will post up the content of everything that is recorded today. So our first letter, so I do get an interpreted letter. I get what they call a facsimile copy of the letter itself, which is what I put down here in front of you. And then sometimes it does continue on the back, so then when we get to that point in the reading, I will turn the letter over so you can see the other side. But this one does start off with my daughter, and we will see what the reading of this one is. And then after I read the letter, I go through a little historical portion of the significance of this letter. I just want to look real quick so I can see. I wish my mother. Okay. So this is from the desk of Samuel Adams to James Warren. And it's dated in Boston, November 4th, 1772. It says, "Dear Sir, I have not at present time or inclination to take up your thoughts in complaining of tyrants and tyranny. It is more than time that this country was rid of both. Your colleagues and the newspapers will inform you of the transactions of this town in a late meeting, and your opinion of Hutchison, if it is necessary, may be confirmed. The town thought it proper to take care what the Tories apprehended to be leading steps. We have long had it thrown in our faces that the country in general is under such fears of slavery, but are well pleased with the measures of administration, that the independency of the governor and judges is a mighty harmless and even a desirable maneuver. In order to ascertain the sense of the people of the province, a committee is appointed, of which our patriot Otis is chairman, to open a free communication with every town, a state of rights with the violation of them to be reported by this committee and transmitted to each town." I wish our mother, Plim, would see her way clear to have a meeting and second Boston by appointing a committee for the communication and correspondence. The soon this is done, I think the better. I have received letters from Marblehead, Newburyport, and fraught with manly resentment, whenever the friends of the country shall be assured of each other's sentiments. That spirit which is necessary will not be wanting. I have scribbled in great haste, and am without ceremony. Your friend, Samuel Adams. Pray write me by the first copy. James Warren, Esquire, Mr. Adams' letter, November 4th, 1772. So the historical content and other relevant events. This letter is an important piece written by the pen of one of the founding fathers, Samuel Adams, on November 2nd, 1772. The Massachusetts selectmen voted to establish a committee of correspondence, which played a crucial role in the growth of the Committee of Correspondence movement throughout the colonies. The 21 men appointed to the committee were a distinguished group. Many have tied to Boston's political institutions, while others were well-established merchants, lawyers, or physicians. Samuel Adams, who had proposed the ideal of the committee, was a key member of the organization, as were Dr. Joseph Warren, no relation to James Warren, the recipient of this letter, though their views were similar, and Mercy Otis Warren, James Warren's wife, a poet, playwright, and pamphleteer who was heavily involved in the independent movement. In this letter, Adams writes to James Warren, a devoted patriot and president of the Massachusetts Provincial Congress in Plymouth, Massachusetts, imploring his friend that if the newly established Massachusetts Committee of Correspondence is to succeed, other towns throughout the colony must follow suit and set up their own committees. In fact, the other colonies would soon follow suit in their other 13 colonies. These committees' correspondence were, in effect, shadow governments with patriot leaders standing behind them. Over the years, through their vast network, which involved espionage, the committees promoted patriotism and American manufacturing, encouraging Americans to lead simple lives and avoid importing British goods, thereby pushing for an end to the imperialistic system in the 13 colonies. Hutchinson refers to Thomas Hutchinson, acting governor of Massachusetts. They, and prominent loyalists in the years preceding the American Revolution, for men such as Samuel Adams and John Adams, who were incidentally cousins, he became a symbol for the hated British taxes. Despite his initial opposition to parliamentary tax laws himself, Tories refers to the Loyalists, American colonists who stayed loyal to the British Crown and also referred to as Royalists or King's men at the time. And then referring to Plymouth itself, our mother, Plymouth. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading of this historic letter from the desk of Samuel Adams to James Warren. And hopefully you enjoy this new series and look forward to the next episode of Historic Mail. Take care, Lord bless you, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.